Hi, this is Daniel DiTuro. First, I want to clarify, this video is about lectins, not the food additive lecithin. Are you concerned about lectins in your diet? In this video, I'm going to look at what are lectins, high lectin foods, are lectins toxic to humans, should you reduce lectins in your diet, anti-lectin diets and dietary supplements, and lectin facts and myths. First, what are lectins? Lectins are proteins that bind to carbohydrates. Since lectins bind with carbohydrates, they may slow carbohydrate absorption. Lectins are classified as an anti-nutrient, but that does not mean you must avoid high lectin foods as some websites claim. In addition to binding to carbohydrates, some research studies indicate lectins may be an antioxidant. In nature, lectins are a form of pesticide protecting plants from insects and other pests. Some plant foods are higher in lectin than others. They include tomatoes, beans, peanuts, lentils, potatoes, eggplant, fruits, and whole grains. Most high lectin foods are plant foods low-carb diet plans want people to avoid for a variety of reasons. One reason is that lectins are toxic to humans. While lectins are toxic to some pests, that does not mean they are toxic to humans. Lectins in their active state can cause digestive problems in humans. A prime example is eating raw or undercooked high lectin kidney beans. A lectin in raw and undercooked kidney beans can cause nausea, vomiting, upset stomach, diarrhea, and red blood cell clumping. Raw kidney beans have one of the most potent forms of lectin, Hemagglutination. How much is in kidney beans? According to one popular health website, between 20,000 to 70,000 hemagglutinating units. Cooked kidney beans have between 200 to 400 HAUs and is considered safe for human consumption. Websites wanting to appear scientifically knowledgeable love using undefined medical terminology or acronyms. Good luck searching the internet for a simple definition of HAU. Hemagglutination involves red blood cells. It's used for blood typing and assaying viruses, bacteria, and antibodies. Another website thought hemagglutinating units was beyond their readers' level of understanding, so they used lectin units. Searching for lectin unit reveals it's used interchangeably with HAU on anti-lectin websites. Most active lectin studies involve lab animals, not humans. Animal studies indicate lectins can interfere with mineral absorption, specifically calcium, iron, phosphorus, and zinc, and bind to cells lining the digestive tract. What's not widely known is that findings on lab animals are rarely duplicated in human studies. Those active lectin animal studies have fueled a profitable anti-lectin movement. Should you reduce lectins in your diet? If you eat a raw food diet, the answer is maybe. Most people eat cooked foods, and cooked foods are low in active lectins. And the key word is active. Preparation and cooking inactivates most lectins. That's why kidney bean lectins drop from 20 to 70,000 to 2 to 400, more than 99%. First, lectins are water soluble and typically on the outer surface. That makes sense. You want to repel pests before they can do significant damage. Being concentrated on the outside and water soluble, soaking high lectin foods like kidney beans removes some lectins. To inactivate most raw kidney bean lectins requires cooking the beans at a rolling boil for 10 to 15 minutes. For slow cooker recipes, cook raw beans at a rolling boil 10 to 15 minutes before adding them to the slow cooker, or use cooked canned beans. For other high lectin foods, wet heat cooking like boiling and stewing inactivates most lectins. With a few exceptions, most high lectin foods are eaten cooked, not raw. If you're concerned about active lectins in your diet, eat these foods cooked instead of raw. Raw tomatoes have more active lectins than cooked tomato sauce. Peeled and boiled potatoes have less active lectins than baked or fried potatoes. But what about lectins and whole grains? For whole grains, most of the lectins are in the outer bran. Even healthy ancient grains like quinoa has lectins. Like other foods with lectins, quinoa is eaten cooked, not raw. Should you avoid whole grains and only eat refined grains instead? After all, many whole grain foods are not cooked using wet heat. In addition to soaking and wet heat cooking, your body produces enzymes that inactivate lectins. While active lectins can cause gastrointestinal discomfort, there is no known connection between lectins and celiac disease, gluten, wheat, or wheat allergies. Currently, there are no credible human studies connecting inactive lectins with any known medical conditions. But that doesn't stop people from promoting anti-lectin diets and dietary supplements. Most high lectin foods show up on superfood lists. They provide fiber, essential vitamins and minerals, and phytochemicals. How can a food be a superfood and considered toxic to humans? Thanks to social media and the internet, anyone can proclaim they are a food expert and spread food fears. What easier way to make money than by selling worthless dietary supplements that are little more than a placebo? Lectins in cooked foods may cause or increase gastrointestinal discomfort in some people with digestive problems like irritable bowel syndrome. But IBS can be triggered by different foods, hormones, even stress. Relieving IBS symptoms usually requires trial and error. Simply eliminating high lectin foods or taking a lectin blocking supplement may or may not relieve IBS symptoms. Endorsements like doctor formulated or recommended are meaningless when it comes to most dietary supplements. Doctors recommend vitamin and mineral supplements to correct known deficiencies that can lead to serious health problems. Some are only available by prescription, not by mail order. There are doctors making millions of dollars selling worthless dietary supplements. Dozens of doctors are serving prison time for Medicare fraud and malpractice. The fear of lectins, like most food fears, are based on profit, not science. Some lectin facts are that they are plant proteins. High lectin foods include beans, tomatoes, and potatoes. Active lectins, especially in kidney beans, can cause gastrointestinal problems and red blood cell clumping. Boil raw kidney beans 10 to 15 minutes before using them in a slow cooker recipe. Soaking and wet heat cooking inactivates most lectins. Lectin myths include that they are toxic to humans. Soaking and cooking does not remove lectins. Lectins cause indigestion, inflammation, and skin problems. Taking a lectin-blocking supplement is essential if you eat high lectin foods, and an anti-lectin diet produces clearer, healthier skin, reduces inflammation, and improves digestion. Please leave a comment if you have any questions about this video. Thank you for watching, and healthy eating!